Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. President Obama spent the day yesterday along the New Jersey shore with his good buddy, Governor Chris Christie. And they were greeted by enthusiastic crowds. Imagine if George W. Bush went down to New Orleans. Imagine what the crowds would be like there. I think things could get pretty ugly. There might be some tar and feathers involved. Both in New Jersey and now in Oklahoma, FEMA has operated exactly the way it's supposed to. The reason for this is that FEMA is now headed by experienced disaster relief professionals instead of political hacks. For Obama and Christie, the progress in the New Jersey shore is a shining example of what can happen when the state and federal governments work together, and when people reach across the aisle and cooperate. Now, for the Tea Party, they hate this. They would rather see people dying in the streets than see the state and the feds working together. And that is Chris Christie's unpardonable sin. You might remember that during the last presidential campaign, the GOP proposed getting rid of FEMA and turning disaster relief over to the private sector. Well, you might want to ask the people of New Jersey about that, because it's the private sector that has let New Jersey down. The insurance companies have adopted their usual strategy of delay and deny. And the people of New Jersey are furious. The idea that the private sector is always better is just an extremely stupid myth. There are things the private sector does well, although they're beginning to look like less and less of that, like banking. The private sector doesn't seem to be doing a great job of that. And there are other things that the private sector doesn't do well. If the GOP had succeeded in privatizing Social Security, the financial downturn would have been hundreds of thousands of times worse. And if they were responsible for disaster relief, the people of New Jersey would still be homeless. Thanks for listening.